Hey everybody, I'm doing an updated garden tour starting with my 3 garden beds in the front. I decided to do a voiceover because it was so windy and you couldn't hear me. But we're starting here in the front, and as you can see on the left hand side, I have corn growing. It looks so healthy and so happy, and I am super curious to see what the corn looks like once it starts actually producing. And behind the corn there, I have a whole bunch of cucumbers. I'm trying to get it to grow up my makeshift trellis here, but I'm hopeful. They look really happy. So lots of cucumbers in the middle there. And then right after the cucumbers, I have a bunch of green beans and yellow beans. I think I put another type of bean in there, but I can't remember. So that's primarily what's in this first garden bed here, except for in the corner here, I actually have 2 little grapefruit trees. I started them from seed. I didn't think they would succeed, but we'll see how it goes. If they turn into trees, I'll move them. Okay, moving over to the middle garden bed. In the center there, I just transplanted my onions. On my TikTok, I actually posted about onions. They are quite tricky to grow here, but I do have some that are succeeding. And then I have a bunch of banana peppers and jalapenos, and the peppers are going super, super well. I have planted some bell peppers as well. Look at that jalapeno, it's ready. They grow so big. But for some reason, the bell peppers have not been succeeding as well as the jalapeno and banana peppers. And then the whole front section is tomatoes. I definitely should have spaced these out more, but I'm learning. The front, there's actually cherry tomatoes. This cherry tomato plant has been surviving for almost 6 months now, and it's still producing. And then in the front there, these are my aloe vera propagations. I have a whole bunch of mature aloe vera plants, and these are the little propagations, so I'm trying to get them to grow into mature plants as well. And then yeah, just lots of tomatoes along the back. And then moving over here, we have watermelons. So again, I'm trying to get it to grow up the trellis right here, but these plants look super happy. I did lose a few of them, but I think it had to do with pests more than anything. And down here, I have my new tomatillo plants. I'm just moving my watermelon, but my tomatillo plants grew so fast from seed. They are super happy. I actually have more in pots on my deck, which you'll see in a little bit. That middle section that's empty there, I did plant some peppers, local peppers, but they haven't come up yet. And then we're moving into the loofah plant. I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna grow a loofah and use it in my shower. So I'll let you know how that goes. Apparently you can eat the loofah as well, but I'm probably just gonna use it in my shower. And behind the loofah, we have the okra plants. I did get a number of okras down in my greenhouse, but I figured they might like the sun here better. But as you'll see, the zucchinis are crowding them, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And then I have 3 zucchini plants here, which was also difficult to grow, but luckily I figured it out, and we have some zucchini started, which I'm really excited about. Okay, moving to my top deck, you can see I have lots of little seedlings started, a whole bunch of different varieties. I will probably be selling some of these off because I don't have room for them all. But yeah, lots of different plants happening here. And I've also been experimenting with microgreens. As you can see, half of them I've pulled already. And also a pineapple. I grew this from a pineapple that I ate. So I'm curious to see how that does. And now we are entering my greenhouse, which is ever evolving. I'm constantly trying different things out to see what grows best down here because it's mostly shade throughout the day down in the greenhouse. Here are my broccoli plants. They look super happy, however, they haven't produced yet. I think I planted them too close together. I have removed some, but I still have hopes they will produce. And then we're moving over to beans. Most of the yellow and green beans are done. I forget what type of bean this is that I'm showing you, but it's still producing, so I left it in. I threw some carrot seeds in there. Definitely needs more soil, but we'll see how the carrots do. And one lonely cucumber that's slowly dying because the cucumbers prefer the sun up on the garden beds. But the eggplants are doing amazing. They are producing so well. They are so beautiful. So they definitely prefer the shade of the greenhouse. So I'm definitely going to be growing some more eggplants because I'm super happy with these. Moving on, there's one of my lonely okra plants that has produced a few times. I don't even remember what those seedlings are there. I definitely need to, once all of these beans die off, you can see I'm pulling them out right now, I need to restart and fill up these bins more with soil and start from scratch, but I've just been kind of putting things in here or there. Here are some carrots. As you can see, not all of them took, but again, we're experimenting. This used to have my watermelon in it, but again, I realized that it just didn't have enough sun, so I've planted some more eggplants in there for the time being. Here I have some kale. I've also planted lettuce, like butter lettuce. It's slowly coming up, but it grew a lot faster a few months ago, and I'm not sure why. Here's like a spring mix lettuce that has been growing super well for months and months and months. I'm actually letting it go to flower now so that I can have the seeds. There's some kale in there as well. This one has some garlic chives. You can see a few of them there, but only a few took. So I'll have to do more experimentation. A cucumber plant that has died. That's okay, I have lots up in the garden beds. A random tomato plant that I didn't plant, it just came up, and some lettuce. And in the last bed here, we have cauliflower, and I'm so excited that it's doing so well. I think it's going to produce. They're getting quite big, so there, I've planted some more cauliflower on the end there. So that is the greenhouse. And then moving along the bottom portion of my yard, I think I've shown this before, but my trees are still surviving. We have mandarin, guava, that is a mango, and then a coconut tree, and then an avocado tree. So that's my update for April 2022. I hope you enjoyed.